In a previous video, I visited Dagenham Dock, a station that has been overshadowed by big infrastructure, including HS1. When researching the area for the video, I stumbled across a photo of this, an abandoned pedestrian-only level crossing. I had to visit, so I took the train one stop from Dagenham Dock to Rainham and made the 30-minute walk to Manor Way. So, quick catch up if you haven't watched my previous video. We're in East London, but not glitzy London. This is an area tourists might refer to as somewhere for the locals. If you love a railway, or a big factory, or some substantial infrastructure, it is somewhere you should visit. The main takeaway from my Dagenham Dock video was highlighting the changes that HS1 brought to the station, and it's the same for the Manor Way crossing. HS1 came, and some big infrastructure was built to cater for it. When searching the internet to do research for this video, I could find very little history about the unusual little crossing out in East London. I will share with you what I can and try to avoid speculating about what happened. No doubt the internet will deliver, as it always does, and some real locals will come to the comments and fill in the gaps. Let's go back to the early 1900s. The railways that now carry C2C trains out to Grays is there, and Manor Way crosses that railway. Looks like it doesn't lead to much, other than some farms and some marshes. I do love these old maps. I just can't imagine London being so underdeveloped. Anyway, move on around 50 years, and this beautifully clear map shows how the area south of the railway is developing. There is now a sewage works connected to Manor Way, as well as two little cottages. I feel very sorry for whoever had to live that close to a sewage works in the 1950s. As we approach the 2000s, we can start to use familiar satellite imagery. Over time, the sewage work has grown greatly, the farm has gone, and the construction of HS1 is well underway. Finding photos of construction in the area wasn't possible, but construction back then certainly feels faster than what we're used to with HS2. Skip forward to 2003, Manor Way is just about holding on to its crossing. One more click, 2005, it's gone. So, Manor Way is no longer, but people still need to access south of the tracks. They now have two options, and both were built brand new. Let's start with the road crossing. This is not the focus of the video, so no detail or history here. If leaving by car, you now drive in the other direction and you'll arrive at this new underpass. This wasn't there before HS1. Great job, cars happy. Now, what about the mobs of pedestrians that live north of the railway tracks and want to access the sewage works? They need a crossing. And here it is, shiny and new. I'm gonna move to 3D maps now, but just try and imagine it's still in use and still new. A pedestrian walks down from their home. They cross this rather hostile road, hoping the 5 lanes of traffic stops for them. They enter Manor Way and pass some of London's finest architecture. Maybe they stop and take a photo of this beautiful masterpiece. Eventually, they reach the local C2C tracks. They push the button and wait for the gates to open. By default, the gates are closed. The track is served by one C2C line and some freight. It's not too busy. The gates safely open up and they make their way across the tracks. They're now in HS1 land. They take the path to this new hefty bridge. It's a similar design to Dagenham Dock. So let's look back at my old video. Views from the top will look like this. Not fun, but hold your camera up to the top and you could catch this. Once on the other side, you can venture into the sewage works, or developments on the other side. Well, are you surprised it closed? Really? I'm not. I cannot imagine this was a very popular walk. I'm sure a few people were impacted, and I am very sorry to them. Their commutes would now be a total pain. But I get it. This crossing was a lot for a little. Visiting today, there wasn't a whole lot to see. You can still push the old button and still peer into the old phone. I didn't take it off the hook just in case it was still live. Pause now if you want to read what is inside the phone. Unfortunately, the lights don't come on when a train is passing, and thanks to the gates, it isn't a great place to watch trains pass. Also, the building behind is an industrial kitchen, and the fans were very loud. It's a forgotten crossing, and I suspect it will never be opened again. The sewage plant isn't going anywhere, and demand for the crossing is unlikely to see any major spikes. So, that's it. The abandoned Manor Way pedestrian crossing. I am a new YouTube channel. This is my 5th video. If you haven't, please subscribe as the algorithms just aren't yet in my favour. And of course, thank you for watching.